Good evening. This is SNN, the Sorcerer's News Network. You're not even remotely close to around the clock Disney Sorcerer's Arena news, reactions, reviews, theory crafting, and more source. I'm Sir Georges, your host, along with Celiac Sarah.
Hey,
Good to see you again.
you too.
As always, we'll start our show with your SNN headline news. Today we have 3 headlines. Continuing the Big Hero 6 focus, Yokai, the enemy from the movie, has arrived. He is given away twice a day through this sketchy logged in your phone within this specific time window that I do not like.
You hate this. You hate the free, the push. You know what though? It doesn't like. I hate it because I'll get the notification for it. Side note, and I'll log in obviously because I want. And you tell me it's free. I want it.
Yeah.
And it's not there, and I gotta wait, and then I gotta like close it, and then open it, and it's still not there. And I'm
At
like,
least
why am I logging in?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I hate it because you can't control me. Okay. You do not decide when I play this game. I decide when I play your game.
But now you gotta log in and get your free, and it's not like one; it's like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, and I don't like having to keep my notifications on.
Oh yeah.
I don't like hearing, "Hey, Frozen's returning," or "You've got a free single token during this dumb event."
And they love to push the notifications now,
like 10 a day or something.
Oh man, word. It's too many. It's too many.
So that's
sidetrack.
By logging in at 2 specific times during the day, you can get 8 tokens of yokai. And if you do it for enough days, the end result will be a character unlock. So you'll have him.
Yeah.
That's good.
Which, like, yeah. But why are you giving him away like that?
Yeah. Just give it to him. Give it to us, okay?
Yeah, just let me take them. Like, don't make me log in. I'm going to log in anyway. Like,
yeah, or do 1 a day and let it be there the whole day.
Yeah.
Or just do a simple marquee event thing where it's there for 24 hours. Or you just beat it 1 time and you'll get the character unlock. But let it be there for 24 hours. Don't say you have to log in at 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, it's too much. But yes.
Anyways, so we have Yokai. He also now has replaced Mulan as the reward for your daily arena and the seasonal and weekly rewards.
Which makes me sad, can I just say? Because if you're going to give me him for free, I don't want him in the PvP. Give me back my Mulan rewards.
Yeah. I would not be upset at all if they had kept the daily drop rates to 3 tokens.
Right.
Because then my Mulan would be like a healthy 5-star or something.
Yeah.
But now, she's barely gained any stars. I think I just got her unlocked from the thing and maybe 1 extra star, whatever, 4-star or something like that.
But mine's 5-star.
Okay, did you have her before you entered the arena reward?
No. I don't know how I got her to 5-star. I'm not gonna lie, but she is 5-star.
Where is mine? Okay, mine is 3-star with 97 out of 30. I think that's almost 5-star.
Man, you haven't upgraded that?
No, gold is too valuable a resource.
Oh yeah, it is.
I would never use her. So.
What?
Where do you use her? Where on earth can she be used?
I put her on defense in Club Conquest. Especially now with the tower manipulation.
Oh yeah, that's cool. The princess thing.
Because she's a princess.
Yeah.
And she's a not a direct counter, but a she's got intricacies in her kit that go against Shan Yu.
Oh really?
I have also used her to attack in Club Conquest, and it's quite fun.
Okay, that's cool.
She doesn't hit that hard because she's pretty weak right now, but it's still fun.
They're not useless, but
not useless. She's one of my stronger characters.
But I will never use her.
She's my 12th strongest character right now.
What?
Yeah, I have her at tier 5.
What?
Because I'm crazy. I'm crazy like that.
And then there was a dev Q&A.
Yeah, that was boring.
I didn't know what was happening.
I didn't know what was happening either, so I'm curious where they got these questions from.
I'm curious too. Because it wasn't a live, like, send in your questions and we'll answer it live or anything.
There were a couple of things that I took away from it, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
There was nothing to me that was like, oh, that's going to be really awesome. And then there were a lot of typical PR type answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then today, September 26th, they just announced nothing new, but that a lot of previous Oceanic events and Jafar's event are coming back.
Yep.
So that's good.
And well, they did say there's going to be a new event tower.
Oh, so something.
But they didn't say. Yeah, but they didn't say who or what. They just said new event tower coming soon, and that was it.
Well, I could do for another event tower.
Yeah, and then they fixed a bug with Big Bad Wolf, with his huff and puff ability, and they nerfed Scrooge.
Good. Now,
good.
Good.
I don't use him, so fill me in on why good.
I don't use him either, but I fought against him.
All right.
And he's ridiculous. So Scrooge will, which he's hard to get. So only whales have him.
Right.
Especially at the Gear 6 or Gear 7 that I've seen. But a Scrooge built up like that, every single time you try to gain a buff, because he's got a 50% chance or something, to swoop in, hit you for damage, steal all your buffs. Not just the new ones that you got. So let's say you've got your Kristoff. No, Sven is the
reindeer.
Sven is the reindeer, yes. Let's say your reindeer, Sven, is trying to stack up some guaranteed crits and buffs.
Yeah.
Every time he gains a new one, there's a 50% chance Scrooge is going to come and steal all the ones on him. Not just the new one, all the ones on him.
So I don't think they nerfed that. I think that is still a thing.
Right.
Because from what it says, it's a character adjustment. It's for his money dive ability.
Reducing the damage.
Yes. So they basically said his bonus damage per helpful effect is reduced from 25 to 15%.
Adding a maximum number of times bonus damage. So that's important. So that he's already annoying with stealing all your buffs.
Yeah.
But then he takes those buffs and turns them into bonus damage.
Yeah.
That his money dive move does crazy amounts of damage.
So now he can only, am I understanding this right? Add a maximum number of times bonus damage can be applied. This max is 10 times. So he can only have bonus damage on this ability 10 times. Am I understanding this right? Like they're giving him a cap. Like, okay, you've done it 10 times. Now this ability is not going to do that anymore. Here we go.
Money dive would add 25% bonus damage per helpful effect. So he could steal so many effects that
he could theoretically do.
Like I've seen him do 15,000 for each hit.
Oh, okay.
And doing 3 hits or something. So that single move can do 45,000 damage to my team.
Right. Okay, I see. I get it now.
Because he can get past that max 10. That's still
that's still a lot of
limit.
Damage.
Yeah. But he can go past that until it's like impossible to even counter them.
Right. Oh man.
So we've talked about that headline, that update pretty much. Let's go over Yokai's hit.
Mm-hmm. Which I haven't even looked at. Where is he? Big Hero 6.
Yokai is a tech Big Hero 6 character.
Mm-hmm.
Downtown villain. Who the main thing about his kit is that he is a summoner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So his basic Pierce.
Yeah.
Deal damage to target opponent. 30% chance to inflict slow.
Yeah.
If target's affected by a harmful effect at the start of this ability, perform a follow-up attack.
Oh.
So now you're dealing damage twice with 2 chances to inflict slow.
Oh.
And if you max it out by getting him high gear, plus 10% chance to gain magic for all abilities on his follow-up attack.
Oh.
So we're seeing the start here of some magic increases.
Mm-hmm.
First special, Spire. Summon 2 Microbot Spires. If this character is defeated, the summons are also defeated. Microbot Spire has 86 health, which, let's see. So Microbot Spire has about a little more than a third of his health.
Okay.
5 defense and perform the following ability. Deal damage to target opponent. 30% chance to purge 1 helpful effect.
Yikes.
In Club Conquest, when an opponent gains a helpful effect, 10% chance for each Microbot Spire to attack that opponent.
Ooh. You're going to have to watch out for him then.
Yeah. So the more of these you have, the more similar to Scrooge, where it punishes you for gaining helpful effects. You're going to keep getting these Microbot Spires attacking you.
You stick him in a tech tower on defense. That's gonna get overlooked because a lot of people they'll see him and they'll know that he's tech and that he's getting the boosts from the tower, but a lot of people will forget about this specific thing in his kit.
For sure, yeah. Then his next special starts on needing 1 more magic to take it, so he's got to wait 1 turn. Deal damage to target opponent 4 times. And it's the same amount as his basic, so it's not a weak amount of damage.
Right.
30% chance to inflict slow for 1 turn per hit. All Microbot Spires attack a random unique opponent.
Random unique opponent, as in they all attack someone that another one hasn't attacked?
I guess so.
That's what I would
sounds right.
assume.
That sounds right. We'll have to see it in practice, but that sounds like the way it would work. In Club Conquest, Yokai and all Microbot Spires gain offense up for 1 turn.
Man.
And now they're dealing more damage. This move makes all the Microbot Spires contribute to the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Upgrade it, and if target's affected by shield, increase the damage by 30% and inflict shield block.
Yikes.
Fully upgraded, if target's affected by slow, 30% chance to inflict stun for 1 turn.
Yikes. No thank you.
And I think that would be per hit. So he does 4 hits. So it'll be like a if they've already got slow, like 120% chance that you should be applying stun. Because you've got 30% times 40, or times 4 attempts, yeah. Then his passive, Pushing Boundaries. When this character or microbot spires attack a target with a harmful effect, 15% chance for Yokai to gain 10% speed meter. In Club Conquest, when Yokai or any microbot spire defeats an opponent, Yokai gains guaranteed crit.
Oof.
Upgrade it, and whenever this effect triggers, so whenever this character or a microbot attacks a target with a harmful effect, all they've got to do is hurt somebody with a harmful effect. And there's a 50% chance he'll gain turn meter and 1 magic for all of his abilities. So now, the cooldowns, he's got a 4 magic ability that summons spires, and a 5 magic that makes all the spires attack, as well as him doing a lot of damage. Those cooldowns are going to drastically go down. So that you ought to, like, I would guess, if debuffs are common for the team, like if you put them on a downtown villain team,
right,
where there's lots of debuffs going out there. So let's say you can reduce each of these cooldowns by 2. So let's say every 2 or 3 turns he can summon more spires, and every 2 or 3 turns he can use his Unleash move. That's a lot of spires coming out quickly.
Yeah.
I see potential.
He sounds scary. Which is fitting since he's a villain. I like his kit though. It's very, like, it is geared, like there are a lot of Club Conquest little tidbits in there, but also you don't need Club Conquest necessarily to make his kit. Like, it's still a good kit when you factor out those things.
Right.
So.
And I didn't think about it till just now. But the fact that he's a downtown villain with Club Conquest buffs. Toy Story 3 bad guys, Big Baby, Lotso. They're a downtown villain team with Club Conquest buffs. So you place him on a Lotso Toy Story 3 downtown villain team, and that might be some good synergy going on.
Yeah. And it would just depend on, because the towers are boosted based off of, like, faction, not
movie
downtown. No, they're based off, like, I guess some of them are movies. So you have a Toy Story boost, you have Mythical, Princess, Onward, Tech, and Oceanic. So you can put them together. It's just a matter of which tower you want to put them in, and each tower will have a different. I'm just gonna go look at it right now.
It wouldn't let me pull it up when I tried just now.
Oh, I can't look at it.
Yeah,
that's sad. But they get different boosts based off of which tower they're in. So, and usually it's dependent on. Not usually. Some of them are dependent on how many of that is in the. So, like, for each Onward character, you will get X, for instance. So the more you have, then you would want them in that tower. But yeah. Either way, but I was also reading this kit, and I was originally thinking I would want to put him in the tech tower, but I think he's also going to be really good on offense.
True.
In Conquest.
Or good on the Toy Story node you were talking about.
Yeah, like you'll be able to...
Just mix him with the Lotso team, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to do so much with him, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're going to be able to use him on defense and offense either way. So
yeah, we'll see. I'm not sold on him being good.
Yeah,
compared to some of the ridiculous.
I don't think he's going to like break it. I think he will. I think he might be a little underestimated.
Yeah, maybe so. Because really, he's just got summons and good damage potential. But there's some slow involved in his kit, but it's all with only like a 30% chance deal. So I'm not sure how much versatility. We'll see how he turns out.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay, our second headline, the dev Q&A.
Yeah. So that was in their Discord. It was not. I even looked for it. They didn't post it on the forum anywhere.
Right.
Not that I could find, at least. It's just in their Discord server.
I think it was in game as a news thing.
Was it in game as a news thing? Then it should take you.
I think they have a bot or something where anything they put on Discord will get sent to dev Q&A.
Oh yeah.
Or into the game as a message.
Right. Yeah, and it's posted in game and you can scroll through it, but it's not. It's either in game or on Discord. It's not on their forum.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, but
how'd you feel about the Q&A?
I thought the Q&A was pretty dry. There wasn't anything that was overwhelmingly surprising to me or anything that I was like, oh, okay, I need to remember this for later.
Right.
A lot of it was very like PR answer.
Yeah.
Like somebody asked a question about how they're going to make the game
non-committal,
more friendly for free-to-play players, something along those lines.
Yes, I didn't like that one. I didn't like that answer.
And that was not a good answer. They basically said like, you can
you can farm Big Hero 6 tier characters.
Yeah, you can just start farming them now and get them second go round, which doesn't answer the question at all.
Right. And second go around when you're farming from these slow, like maybe 1 token, 2 tokens a day nodes.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Usually second go around, you want to be ready for 7-star.
Right. I'd say 4th go around before you can get them 7-star something.
Yeah, it's long.
Like node farming, that's 6 months to get a character built.
It's a grind. So, the thing that I took away from it was they repeated a lot that their current focus is club-related content. They said that in a lot of their answers, so I think that's probably at the forefront. They did drop like a hint, nudge, nudge type thing about Zootopia. Basically just saying that they all love Zootopia at Glue, so hint, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
But other than that, there wasn't anything that was major. There are no immediate plans for the character tokens to be swapped out in the exchange store. So if you have those characters maxed, you, I guess, are just going to hoard your currency for now.
But they didn't say like it's something they don't plan on touching. They
said there are no immediate plans, so they might swap it in the future, but right now they're not going to.
But they've already proven they would with the frozen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So right now they're just not doing it. But other than that, there was like nothing super.
Someone asked about Wreck-It Ralph. I'm happy about.
Yeah.
They said something like probably.
Yeah, they did mention that they basically everyone kind of lobbies for whichever character they want in game. And they're trying to determine which ones go in game based off of who they want to see in game, but who the players want to see in game as well. And there was actually no clear answer on if they have a like game plan of what their release, like, do they have, like with other games, you can kind of tell what's happening because a movie comes out or whatever.
Right.
Or an anniversary or something, and they didn't really hint at anything like that, or if they follow anything like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, some of the questions were interesting. Like, one asked if a spell could ever be a character or vice versa. Like, we have the Mufasa spell, which is kind of lame.
I know. I wish it was a character.
Could it ever be that spell can switch or still have Mufasa as a character? Or, like, maybe different characters could have to be chosen. Now, this is me, not the question anymore. But, like, what if you could take a character and, say in Club Conquest, you got to choose, do I want to set them as a character or set them as a spell? That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
But would take a lot of work. And most of the time you'd be not using half of what they're capable of. So maybe it's not practical. They said they plan to add more costumes to characters.
Yes.
And then we can segue into our next section by talking about, someone asked, what other club-specific content do you have planned or are thinking about? They said lots. We'll have more details here soon. In fact, a lot of our current focus is on club-related content.
Yeah.
Which is good, because that's where I enjoy these kind of games most.
Yeah.
Not in the single-player PvP arenas, tournaments.
You want a raid.
Yeah, I want a raid.
So, Emperor Zerg just said in our YouTube comments that, and I didn't see this, so now I'm going to go look for it. He said that they dropped an ad on Facebook indicating there's a raid coming.
What?
So, and he says it's pretty sweet. So now I want to go find this.
Yeah, pull that up. We'll watch it here on the show.
Yeah, I want to find, how do I find, man. Is it on their Facebook? It must be on their Facebook.
You look for it. I'll go through a couple more of this Q&A.
Do they have a Facebook? Disney Sorcerer. I mean, they do have a Facebook. Okay.
The free-to-play question you mentioned. Question: what are you doing to make a better free-to-play experience? We're constantly thinking about the player experience. For example, the Big Hero 6 team is all farmable. And while a free-to-play player might not be able to get Baymax on the first go-around, they can continue to farm these nodes at their own. That's a lame answer.
Right?
That's a terrible pace. I hate farming. I still don't have Aladdin and Jasmine at 7-star. And for my entire length of playing this game, I've been farming them since the beginning.
Okay, so they kind of are indicating that it is a raid and that you're fighting Ursula.
What?
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. There's like, it's just, can you see this? Is it too glary? I should just send you the link.
Yeah, send me the link.
Like a normal human would.
So, as part of our I'm Afraid I've Been Thinking segment.
Yes. Sorry, I got distracted.
No, you're good. You're good. That's exciting news. That's exciting.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Welcome to our I'm Afraid I've Been Thinking segment, where we give our thoughts on the latest happenings in the game. And what we were already planning on talking about is the need for more club content. Because right now, you've got the somewhat lame daily activities where people complain about not getting the arena matches done, having to useless donate the tier 1 motes back and forth.
Yeah. I would love a refresh on all of that, by the way.
Yes, agreed. And then they've got the Club Conquest, which is good club-related content, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, there's no There's no like need to collect tickets or anything like that.
Right. We want player versus environment mode.
Yeah.
Like I loved the towers.
Yeah.
Until I beat them.
Mm-hmm.
If they could have something like a raid where your guild club works together for fighting something like a tower, that'd be cool.
Yeah, 1000%. And I think it would have to be different because obviously we have Stitch Tower, which has club and it's like a hybrid. It's club and personal. There's not a lot. I don't know about you, but there's not a lot of interaction for it. So I think a raid would really push that forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what we need. Did you watch that? Are you watching it?
I have it up now. I'll play it. I'll play it on here. Dude. Okay, that does look like a raid.
Right? That looks like a raid.
So to start off, you got Stitch, Ariel, Captain Jack, and Mickey facing one direction, signifying what we've all become used to, the 5 characters versus 5 characters.
Yes.
Then they all turn around. This is a shift in gameplay where it's not that 5 versus 5 anymore. And I'm giving new meaning to the video, okay?
I love this.
They all turn around.
Yeah.
Unsuspecting that a giant Ursula, so a single opponent, a giant boss that this one team is not able to take down on their own, has arrived. So this is the big hint.
Yeah.
That a raid is coming that requires multiple attempts to defeat.
Yeah.
Or requires multiple club mates. That's cool.
I will be pumped for a raid.
And if the raid reward is Ursula, who that survey that we did a long time ago, I think a lot of people put down Ursula.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right. It makes sense. I was thinking about this, and earlier today, I was like, who would you make as a raid boss? And I was thinking about it. I'm like, I, for some reason, completely forgot about Ursula. Shame on me.
Yeah. JK.
But yeah, that's going to be so good.
Yeah.
And it could be, oh my gosh. Okay. So if you do it in like stages, like tiered, now I'm getting ahead of myself, but let's say like, not like tiered as in like difficulty level tier, but like phases of a raid.
Right.
You could have like Ursula when she's under the ocean, like in the water still, and she's not like, she's strong, but she's not like super crazy big yet.
Yeah.
And then as you go on and fight her and go through, then at the end is when you get like the crazy big Ursula you gotta take down.
Yeah. You should have her in her underwater cavern.
And they have to have a phase of the raid where she's got her like eels.
Yes, the eels.
Right? So you have her, but you also have her eels attacking you.
Or something where maybe you have to
Or the poor unfortunate souls.
That's what I was going to say. The poor unfortunate souls. Like each of them are sapping at your feet or something.
Yeah.
And you got to attack a bunch of these little poor unfortunate soul summons.
Oh, this is going to be so good. I hope they don't ruin it.
I hope so too. I hope it's not just one phase.
No, I really want multiple phases. I think it's going to make the most sense to have multiple phases.
It could be cool.
Oh, man.
I hope they fit Ursula on screen somehow.
Yeah.
Because, currently, you got your little characters. So it'd be lame if, you got your 5 characters, giant Ursula, but the camera shot to get your 5 characters is only showing like her feet, her octopus legs or something.
Her octopus legs.
And you're just poking one of her legs. Somehow they got to factor in how to get a good shot of everybody.
I'm trying. Oh man,
that'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, that just made like so. Oh,
and
coming soon.
Just for the enthusiasm in the game, it would be really helpful.
Look at how excited I just got.
Yeah, exactly. It'll actually give something for your club to work to advance. Because it's not just club versus club where you're ranked against other clubs. So you can stay weak as a club. It doesn't really matter because you're going to face other weak clubs. When it's player versus environment like this, Ursula is at a set strength. So you as a player, your guild wants to be stronger overall to defeat this set opponent.
And you're going to have to work on, maybe there's a specific team that'll be good, or there's part of your roster that'll work really well, or whatever.
Right. Because for Star Wars, it kicked that game into overdrive. That's when people became committed.
Yeah.
That'd be
Which
great.
is that's what this game needs right now, because there's been a lot of turnover, and I think if they do that, it's going to kick it right back in. Now, do you think the reward would be Ursula tokens?
I do.
That would be cool.
Ursula tokens plus all the nice stuff they put inside Club Conquest reward boxes.
Yeah, get like some gear going.
Give us 3 character tokens like they do in the Conquest reward box.
Yeah.
Make the bulk of it Ursula. Maybe give some eel. No, they won't make that. But give us 2 other ones. Make that like maybe some Ariel or the Bass.
Or maybe you get some of those tokens towards the chests. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how we do with Conquest.
Yeah.
I can't think of the chest name right now.
Or King Triton could come to the game.
King Triton would be cool.
That'd be cool.
I wonder if they would release him
at the same time
as like a preview to the raid, as like a, not that I think he will be like OP or anything like that or super needed. It would just fit thematically.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like that.
Oh man, I just got so excited. I was like, there's like not a lot. This dev Q&A was pretty bland.
Yeah, me too. Especially Ursula. I love
Why didn't they
Ursula.
put that in the Q&A? Like, come on. Oh.
Yeah, that's good. I'm excited.
That's gonna be a great raid.
That'll be fun.
Oh man.
Okay, anything else for this section?
No, I'm just so excited now. I want it now.
That brings us, your excitement, to the Can You Feel the Love Tonight segment.
Oh.
So we are all hyped about the new raid and potential and prospects like that. Now, it won't last forever. A lot of these types of shows and podcasts can devolve into complaining. Like our other show, we try to run a very positive show. So what have we enjoyed, besides this new 15-second clip we just watched, about the things that we've played over the last 2 weeks? Sorcerer's
Oh. Well, I enjoyed the clip. Thank you, Zerk. And I'm really enjoying Conquest. I feel like this is so weird for me because this is not my area of expertise from Star Wars. I completely ignore the Conquest version there.
Territory War?
And Territory War I am awful at, and I just take a back seat. And with this one, I'm like, okay, I need to figure this out. I've got to plan it. I've got to like strategize what teams I'm going to put in which towers, when I'm going to put them there, which teams am I going to hold back for later on, what's our plan of attack, like I just really enjoy it.
Yeah. And
I will say, I noticed this. So 2 things I learned this last conquest. This is my what I've loved. One, when they do, when they redid like the conquest and added the tower mutations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I did not realize this. I went back in and I read it and I realized if your team that you have on defense successfully defends, so as long as they've got a character standing, you now earn 5 points for your own.
Yeah, it's always been that way.
Has that always been? I didn't even see. That's what I mean. See, these are the things that I'm learning. And there was something else I learned, and I don't know if this is new, but I just learned it literally this week. So you can only have 10 teams saved for your defense roster, right? So that when your guild club leaders are going through and setting defenses, Sir George just has 10 whatever defenses built up already, and I have 10 built up already, etc. But if you go in and build a team from scratch in the tower, that gets around the 10 team limit of that person. So if you have you have someone in your club that has such a good roster and you want to put more of their teams on defense, it's kind of irritating because then they have to do it themselves. You can't do it for them, but you can get around it if you're manually building the squad.
And now that'll carry over from conquest to conquest, like the previous set teams.
Yeah.
As long as you don't change your. How does it work? Like, can you change one tower? The others will all fill in?
So this one that we just did, nothing carried over. And I think it was because this was the first one where everyone had to register for it and everything. So I'm curious.
This is the one that might be saved.
Yeah. And I'm curious if it'll save what your initial plan was. Right? Because like if you lose one of your towers and then you take it back and you fill it again.
Right. Things change so much.
Yeah. Right? So like that's not what you had originally put in. So we will find out.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I have been enjoying that. I get bored having to do Tower of Endurance a lot. So I most of the time just do like one battle and then restart for the day just to get the daily activity.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point in the last week or two, I decided to see how far I could go on auto.
Oh, yeah.
So I figured out a few teams that I can use to... I was able to auto all the way through the end of Tower 5.
Really?
Yes. The entire thing.
Please share, because I can't do this.
It was fun. Now, it took a long time, some of the last ones.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the key characters were Captain Gantu, who's just phenomenal with his constant, every single turn, being able to use his AoE move.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. The other one was Hero, who constantly puts evades.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the thing with the Towers of Endurance, that some of the higher phases, they deal 50,000, 70,000 damage in a single hit with one of their specials.
Mm-hmm.
So evade is the only way to get around that. And then Dr. Facilier was of some use. And Davy Jones, surprisingly. I had to build up Davy.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to build up Davy Jones for the Speed Stone thing. Because you have to get him to Gear 5, so many star level, and he was one of my higher star Oceanic characters.
Mm-hmm.
Davy Jones summons so many people, as well as his little flying Dutch mates.
Yeah.
That with Hero constantly giving them all evasion up and stuff, it really becomes a game of let all these summons die while keeping your main characters alive. And it was fun. Now, sometimes I'd have bad luck, so I'd have to forfeit and try it again. But I still was able to make it through. Don't know how consistent, but on full auto without trying to target or anything.
So my Davy Jones is 5 stars.
Okay, I think that's where mine is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I could build him up and he could help me out.
Yeah.
Because he is 5 stars, level 1, tier 1. Which is of no surprise to anybody.
And then I found a few different things about the way the AI works.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still figuring some of it out, but it seems like most of the time the enemy characters are targeting your center front person first.
Yeah.
Then your center right, then your center left. Your own characters will also target your center front first. So if you're ever wondering like who Hero's gonna give speed meter to, or Facilier is gonna put the taunt on, it's usually the front middle character. Same order of targeting. But then summons hijack that, they take priority a lot of the time.
Okay.
It's not 100% of the time that it works that way, but that's most of it.
That's interesting.
It is interesting. So I tried to figure out how placing my characters can help me game the system of who dies first on auto. So I put Hero and Gantu in the back, and they will not get targeted or die until all 3 of the front ones have been taken out, and all the summons.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Oh.
Now, they don't need to change it. They need to keep it like it is. Because I like being able to try and maneuver as part of the fun with the strategy. So, yeah.
Well, now I'm curious if I maneuver my team placement around in Tower of Endurance, for example.
Right.
So
now I try to stick like one of my healthiest characters, like Big Bad Wolf, in front middle. That way he'll get targeted first, and Hero will give him the turn meter with offense up instead of somebody using Dr. Facilier. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm watching it happen right now. It's working as
you thought. So Zerg is saying in the comments too that that's what's happening for him.
Well, see, now it just did weird and made Hero the target after I lost my front middle. So that'll be bad if I lose Hero. So it's not super consistent, but that's the way it is most of the time.
But it's still like if you're noticing it enough, like that's a big thing.
Yeah, that was fun. That was interesting. I did not expect that.
I like that.
Now, I know we're just outcast, hungry for content. I ask for nothing, I can get by. But I know so many less lucky than I. God Help the Outcast is a section where we plead what's bothering us in the game that we hope will get better. So,
yeah.
I am strongly disliking some of the characters in the game. Specifically, how my Frozen gets stomped on by the new Baymax.
Yeah.
The new Big Hero 6 squads.
Friggin' wrecked. So hard.
Like, in a lot of the battles, I'm seeing it and saying, there is not a single difference I could have made to make this battle go differently.
No.
There's not a single gear piece I could have added to make this battle go differently.
Literally, I like whenever, particularly in PvP. So I have learned not to just assume that I'm going to lose, because a lot of the people I fought in PvP just have it on auto. And I can win against teams that I thought I was going to lose against. But I have learned in PvP, particularly, when it is a Baymax team, it does not matter if they're participating or it's on auto or the timer is timing out and they're just doing their basics. I cannot win. Like it is brutal.
Brutal.
It's so bad. And like, yeah.
The new Baymax, that legendary blows the frozen team out of the water.
I know.
Specifically, the lame Baymax move where dispel all buffs.
Yeah.
And give all of people on your team buffs.
He takes away my friggin' spirits.
Oh.
I've had my spirits disappear where I'm like, I was about to be empowered.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Mm-hmm. I hate how as soon as I put my taunt up with Kristoff,
gone.
And Kristoff is so slow, takes so many turns, and
or they throw the force taunt on Elsa.
Yeah. And since we're in this section, I'll also mention how much I hate the dumb rules or speed meter, however it's calculated. It's wrong. It's not wrong. It's not what they say it is. Like 110 speed versus a 100 speed is not going to mathematically equal, like after the first turn. Then the next time the 110 takes a turn, other person will have like 90 or 80% turn meter or something. However it is not accurate. It's not accurate. If there's a 100 speed versus 105 speed, that 105 is going to be way ahead for some reason when it comes to turn order.
I've noticed that where I fought characters and I'm like, why are you taking a turn again?
Yeah, it's not accurate at all. Somebody tried to ask that during the Q&A, and they got a garbage answer.
Yeah. Speed is manipulated by abilities and something else.
Yeah, which that was the one opportunity they could have actually provided some useful info to us.
Yeah, because it's not. You're right. It's not accurate. Because especially like I always keep the bar like fully expanded so I can see like what's happening. And a lot of the time, out of nowhere, like it'll be, I don't know, whatever. Elsa, and then it'll be their hero and my Anna, my Sven, their Shan Yu, and then, their hero will go. And then all of a sudden their hero will pop in before my Shan Yu or something. Like it'll just be like plop right back in. I'm like, how did that even happen?
Yeah. The worst culprits I've noticed, and I welcome anybody to show me the math and prove me wrong. Our Kristoff, he is supposed to, with an Anna lead, get 20% turn meter at the start of battle for each frozen character on the team.
Correct.
If you give a 90 speed, 100 speed Kristoff, let's say you've just got 3 other frozen characters, plus 60% speed, he should effectively be at a 140, 150 speed. If he gets that bonus and then keep going. So how in the world is a 120 speed Elsa or 123 speed Elsa going before him? Makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't understand how it works.
Or how come when I give a speed up buff like with Kristoff's taunt move, where you can give somebody else a buff.
Yeah.
If I give it to Anna or Hero, it should be giving them plus 50% speed meter or speed to help go towards their speed meter. But it's not. Because once Anna and Hero both take a turn, or Anna and Elsa, with only one of them having speed up, somehow my faster Elsa, who's a good 10 or 15 faster than my Anna, will get to go again or something.
Right.
When Anna's should have plus 50% speed. So her 112 or whatever it is should be like a 165.
Right.
It's not working as it says it should.
That was a big missed opportunity in that Q&A when they didn't answer that.
Yeah. When they gave some garbage like first day player, speed is this little orange bar and it moves after a character takes a turn. No, developer, how dare you?
Yeah, thank you. We do that. Oh man, yeah.
What about you?
I had it and now it's gone. Oh, can we please make it so that I do not have to wait for 2 of my characters to die to hit the forfeit button? If I want to hit the forfeit button, let me hit the freaking forfeit button.
What is the deal with that?
I don't know. I don't like it. It is actually, like, I realize how whiny that sounds, but it is so annoying. I'm like, come on. I just want to get out of the battle now. Like, why am I wasting my time when I know I'm going to lose?
Now, I don't know how, but somebody knows how to get around that.
What?
I've been fighting in arena and multiple times now. Yeah. I won't have killed any of their people.
Yeah.
But they can see that, I'm about to have my Elsa unleash Frozen Havoc.
Right.
And somehow, all 5 of the characters fade away, and it says my opponent lost due to forfeit.
What?
And I'm like, how in the world did you get it to do a forfeit when you've still got all 5 characters?
How in the world are you getting an opponent who actually uses the forfeit button instead of making you drag it out to the end? That's what I want to know.
Half of mine forfeit if I'm gonna win it at all.
Yeah.
Half of mine will forfeit.
I don't understand the concept of not forfeiting. If you know you're gonna lose, just why are you wasting your time? Just forfeit,
why waste your time?
Move on to the next one. Like,
yeah.
Such a yeah. And I've also had lately, maybe in the last week or so, I don't know what it is. I always get it's like I don't want to say it freezes. It's like it gets stuck on a loading screen when I'm trying to find, if I click on gear to search for where a gear piece is, or anything that requires moving from one screen to the next and you get the little logo looping around.
Yeah.
It just gets stuck. And I have to close everything and open it up again.
Yeah.
And I just wish it was a little smoother. I just wanted to be. I had it today. I was trying to look for gear for Anna, and I went all the way through the whatever gear tree for her, and got to the very end, and then it got stuck loading the nodes of where that gear would be, or the shops, and then it just completely didn't want to do anything.
Yep. I've had to restart my game because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a couple little things.
On to Merlin's Tower, where we answer any questions you may have about the show.
Mm-hmm.
Join us on our Discord server if you have not already to post your questions in the Merlin's Tower channel, and then we will answer them here on the show. And if you're watching live, feel free to post any questions you have, and we can discuss those as well.
Yeah.
Did we get any this week?
I'm gonna check. I didn't see any in Discord this week, but I also forgot to ask, so that might be my fault. Although Mike in the comments here was saying about the speed that maybe it's not a linear scale for speed.
So,
and that he said adding 1 speed could be worth more than adding 1% speed.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither. But
you're a math expert,
I'm
Sarah.
curious. I know. I know. I'm supposed to be good at math. Adding 1 speed is more than adding 1%.
Oh, okay. I think let's see. If he's saying that 1 speed is different than 1%, because each character is not at 100 speed.
Mm-hmm.
So 100 speed, if you added 50 speed, that'd be adding 50%.
Right.
But if you're a 90 speed character, then adding 50 speed would be more than 50%.
Right.
Because 50 is more than the 45, which is half of 90.
Yeah.
Number.
Numbers.
Yeah. But I even with that, because I take that into account, and it doesn't add up. It never added up for the Shan Yu lead, adding 8 speed to Kingdom. Because you can use a calculator and say Shan Yu's 112 speed times 1.08. So 108% of his base speed. Compare that, and it wasn't adding up. They got some real explaining to do.
And they even said that was not working properly.
They later said it had been functioning at a 12% bonus. So now they're just going to update the description instead of nerf the character from the experience we're used to.
Right.
But it still is fishy. It still isn't working. I just want to know how to calculate it. So
because if you know how,
then I know whether it actually matters whether I put a speed stone or not.
Right.
Or whether this piece of gear actually matters.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Last but not least, let's head to Li Sheng's training ground to talk about who we are currently training in the game, because somehow we'll make a sorcerer out of you. So, I personally am not chasing the Big Hero 6 train, despite the fact that I really dislike fighting them. Just because they're all on individual little 3-attempt nodes. I find it'll take a long time for me to even get them. So, since they replaced Frozen with them, I think I might just wait till the next team, the next legendary.
And skip it?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
But I am focusing on Hero.
Yeah.
Because he's a good plug and play. So I can fit him into my Frozen team, make my Frozen team much better as a result.
Yeah.
So I'm fine doing that. I also, because I like the characters more, am focusing on the Lilo and Stitch, Cobra Bubbles, Captain Gantu, and then eventually Stitch once I'm able to get him unlocked.
Yeah.
I fought some really annoying teams with Cobra Bubbles and Gantu. So I'm hoping that I can get them and start being annoying to other people
Right, and working on them.
In an arena near you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They are super annoying. Who am I working on? I'm also working on Hero.
Okay.
And Cobra Bubbles and Gantu. I am like slow farming kind of the other characters for Baymax, but I'm not like dying to get them done. I honestly don't think I will have them done whenever he comes back around.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm not rushing for it. I am, however, trying to finish my Ariel. She needs one more. She needs one more token, and she'll be 7-star. And Jasmine needs like 4 or 5 tokens. So I'm just trying to get those ones flushed out. Plus, they're also like on the higher end of my roster and stronger. So I want to make sure I have like a good solid few teams for if we do get a raid. When we get a raid, I should say.
Yeah.
When. Maybe
I hope so.
In a couple of weeks.
I hope so.
So yeah, and then I'm also buying with my club currency right now. Which like maybe is not a good idea to use it for this, but whatever. The pieces that I need for gear to get Anna to tier 7 because I really want to get her to tier 7.
For sure, I think that's worth it.
Yeah, so she's close. I need 3 more pieces on her, and they're almost all 3 of them are more than halfway crafted. I just am like grabbing the pieces as I go. But I'm pretty excited. So I want to get her to tier 7, and I have not decided if I'm going to pull the trigger on one of her abilities yet, or if I'm going to wait.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Yeah. Keep us updated.
I
think that getting to tier 7 is a huge leap. It seems.
I'm seeing in my tournament, I'm not even near the top. Like I'm in like the 40-ish range.
And all of them have full gear 7 teams.
They're full tier 7. I'm like, what are you doing?
For real?
Like, come on. I'm like, I'm over here with my tier 6 and you're all tier 7.
Yeah.
And they're hanging out in the 40s.
I know.
Me. So I'm like, what's that number 1?
I know.
Oh, man.
Like, how much money does it even take to make that a reality?
But like, what's at number 1? It doesn't exist.
You can check.
I guess I could check. Let's see.
Have you done that before?
See. I have. I just always forget that I can do that. I'm curious because
they're ridiculous.
So
they're like 4,500, 5,000 power teams.
I'm sitting at 32, and I am surrounded by tier 7. And the number 1 team is level 65.
Is that the new max? Do you know?
I thought it was 70.
Okay, I don't know.
Level 65, full tier 7, Hero, Baymax, Elsa hybrid. It's a 4,400 power team. This guy uses the same team for everything.
Wow.
Dang.
I fought a Elsa Baymax hybrid, and it's tough.
It's awful.
It's awful.
It's awful.
Tough as in I had no chance.
Yeah.
Not tough like, man, that was a hard win. No, that was I got dominated.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's what I'm working on.
Nice. Yeah, I do not want to have to do the Baymax stuff though. I like Baymax, but I do not want to farm those because, as I've mentioned before, the economy in this game is so much worse.
It is. It's so hard.
For free-to-play players?
I regularly. I bought. So remember last time I told you I used my gems to buy gold?
Right. Yeah, 10,000. Yeah.
Yeah. I have done that since I told you. I have done that 4 more times because I need the gold. I'm like, cool.
That's because you're leveling up Mulan. Stop that. Stop.
Yo, she's fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I also took my Tinkerbell to 7 stars.
Nice. That was useless. I've been trying to build up my... I've been trying to take advantage of these bonuses and stuff. So I've been using Grand Campaign refreshes, normal campaign refreshes, and am drastically losing my gems.
Yeah.
Just because I can't get them back at a... I'm getting 100 a day from Arena. And that's from actually doing it, actually getting top 50 or whatever.
Yeah. And you get 100.
100.
Yeah.
2 refreshes of normal energy, and that's it. You're back at ground zero. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a struggle.
It's lame. I wish they would fix that.
It's partly why, too, I'm so hesitant to spend my gems on anything other than money, because I need the money to do the stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, I won't use gems for gear.
Yeah, definitely not. I won't use energy for gear.
Yeah.
Because of the slow token farms.
Man.
Yeah, that's definitely something I would like to see changed.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you, everyone, for joining us this week.
On that happy note.
Yes. Thank you, Sarah. Nice talking with you.
You too.
That ought to do it. And until next time, Genie, you're free.